supposed to use cardstock with that, not foam, and I'll explain the build process using Pepakura. So please excuse all the glue-filled seams and it's kind of uneven, but I am going to paper mache over this eventually, so you will see all the lines. Hopefully you won't see all the glue. I used probably about 30 glue sticks, at least, maybe 40 so far, gluing this damn thing together, but I thought it would be cool to show you what it looks like being worn, so I guess I will be showing myself in this video, so I guess let me show you what it looks like when it's being worn. Now, really quick, this part, these are called shoulder pauldrons. I made them a little too, they're not wide enough and they're a little too long, so I'm actually going to redo those. But yeah, I'll show you what it looks like. Sorry, wrong game. Okay, so I'm going to show you. This makes a nice sound. I'm gonna show you my face. I wasn't planning on doing this so soon, but it's kind of necessary at this point. I'm gonna show you my armor. So please don't mind me. It's 8 a.m. I've only had a little coffee. I look like butt, so okay. Alright, so this is my armor build. I still need to do the thigh and knee joint and leg pieces. I still need to do the shoulder. I need to redo the shoulder pauldrons. I also need to still do the upper forearm and lower forearm pieces, and obviously the helmet. The helmet is gonna take me forever, but I did this in about a week. I printed the pieces out from Pepakura and cut them out and traced them onto foam, and then very sloppily glued the foam together. So this is what I have so far. It will hopefully look a lot better once I seal it and paper mache it and paint it. So, it's huge. It's really kind of big in the back, as you can see. I really can't see how this looks. I'm sorry. This is so unorganized. Yeah, so these things, they were really, really wide. So, the back isn't done yet. So, but yeah, so this is it. It's got these little knobs. They're like nipples. This part will have a handle. What I'm gonna do is, once this is all done, I'm gonna cut a slats down the sides, under the arms, under the armpit. Because right now I'm just pulling it over my head, which, although the glue and the foam are very flexible right now, once I paper mache it, it'll be very rigid and it will crack if I try to put it on this way. So it seems the best way is to just cut vertical down the sides and then fit it with sizing straps, kind of like a real chest piece for armor, and then I can just, kind of like a belt strap, and then just tighten them or loosen them when I need to. So this is the back. So it's not entirely done yet, but almost. So okay, so I'm gonna tap on this because it makes nice sounds. So let's get to it. Okay, so I'm gonna need to back this up a little bit. Okay, so this right here is my little corner. pieces of paper. So, here, let's okay. So, yeah, see, you can see it's a little uneven. It's not perfect, but I'm hoping that once I paper mache it, I can use either oh, I can show you what it is actually. It's right here. This makes these crinkling sounds. So I'm thinking, so this is all made of foam, and I'm eventually gonna paper mache it, which is basically like water. You put in a little bit of sugar and some flour and newspaper. This is paper clay. It's an awesome type of clay. It starts to dry very quickly, but as long as you keep reapplying water and keep it wet, you can do whatever you want with it. It's kind of heavy, so that's why I won't be using too much of it. It's kind of hard to find. Sorry about that, I gotta close the window. It's kind of hard to find because only certain Michaels stores have it. Like the one by my job has it, but the stores around where I live, none of them do. It's kind of annoying. It's $10, so if you have one of the 40% off coupons that they always have, it's really only $6. So I will probably use this to fill in gaps, smooth things out. It's once it dries, you can sand it really nicely. It's very pliable. It's not mushy. It's got good consistency, which I like. So I kind of like the stripes. That I used a different thickness of foam. So this foam, as you can see, is pretty thick. I used thinner foam here just because I needed to get a good angle. But yeah, as you can see, it's really sloppy. Like from afar, it looks good. It looks pretty cohesive. But up close, it's like, oh, what the hell did you do, man? The back is shaping up. It looked like complete poop earlier this week. So, so yeah, you can see here. These don't exactly reach. I didn't make them wide enough, and they're too long. So I'm gonna redo those. Just to give you an idea of what it should look like. This is my grocery shopping bag. Can you say obsessed? So yeah, they're curved a lot more, and they're not as long. They're very rounded to the shoulder, which I did not do, so I have to redo that. And then the helmet. That is going to be hell on earth to do. But, I already found good tubing for the helmet. I'm going to have to paint this and then weather it. So I got this at Home Depot. So, I wanted to say hi to everybody. You guys are so cool. Thank you for the super sweet comments, and I get so excited when I see you guys talking about video games in the comments on my videos. Especially when little discussions start and people are like, oh, I know what game you're talking about, I know what character you're talking about, or music or whatever, to see you guys starting discussions and interacting with each other. I mean, I love this community as it is, but I get so excited, and was very depressing, and I was having a lot of difficulty getting used to the controls. Between The Last of Us, Borderlands 2, and Mass Effect, I've been jumping back and forth between those three. Mass Effect 1, I should specify. Really? Psst, hey. He has to sniff everything. He's very curious. Do you mind? I told you he was rude. So between those three games, I choke every time I start over or start again because I'm so used to Borderlands 2 controls, but my boyfriend and I are just about to beat it. I've beaten it already, but oh my god, it is so much harder when you play with somebody. If you add people to your game, so if you're playing co-op, which I absolutely love co-op, I wish, you know, that BioShock or Fallout would come out with a co-op game, because oh, that'd be so cool. Especially Fallout. Okay. I'm gonna tap on this. So not really good for sticky finger sounds. It's been so challenging. I mean, we're dying constantly. We're doing better now. We're level 32. I'm Krieg, so my current title is Meat, and he is the unstoppable point man or something right now. Oh no, I'm sorry. We leveled up last night. We're level 33 now. We're about to go fight Jack. We're actually just at the entrance to where you fight the warrior, which is the last part of the game. Get this a little closer. I have to have the air conditioning on half the time in the winter because it's just so freaking hot here. You know what? I guess I shouldn't complain because there's people who have been very cold this winter. You know, my heart completely breaks for animals and people that have been unfortunate enough to be outside. I mean, this winter is the worst that my parents can ever remember. I'm here in New Jersey, so if you're up in the Northeast with me, oh my god, this has been the worst winter ever between the bitter cold temperatures, the wind, and just, I mean, every week we've had a gigantic snow system come through. I really don't remember a winter where we got so much snow and it was just so relentlessly cold. I jog outside, and the last time I was able to jog, aside from this past weekend when it was 51, 52 out, was January. I think there was that one day where it was like almost 60, and then we had a snowstorm 2 days later. I mean, it just crazy sauce. Nipple. Sorry. So yeah, so this thing is solid, but it's you know, the glue, it's just hot glue with a regular hot glue gun from Michael's, but you know, it's holding up pretty well despite all the friction. So probably see from this angle all the glue-filled seams in there. Yeah. So you can get this type of foam. It's basically like the puzzle pieces. The flooring mic test. Because I'd only done one video so far with this mic, and I love the feedback. Thank you guys. I'm really happy with it. I mean, you know, it was a surprise Valentine's Day gift from my boyfriend. I had no idea I was getting it, and I think it's really improved the quality of my videos. So, you know, and I'm at like 1150 subscribers. I don't know, I'm like flipping out, man. So the fact that you guys like my videos enough to subscribe and tune in and comment is just blowing my mind. I mean, I'm sitting on my living room floor scratching on a piece of foam. I love this community so much. I mean, you know, everybody who makes the videos, they just seem like such genuinely sweet, cool, interesting, down-to-earth, fun people. Very creative. You know, you get to see how creative everyone is. You know, what their hobbies are. You get to see, you know, inside their apartment, what they like, or their house. You know, you get to see the kind of things that they do every day, or, you know, it's such a cool and unique area of YouTube. I know a lot of people watch these videos for less than innocent reasons. I'm well aware of that, believe me. But despite that, you know, this is such a cool little community, and I feel lucky to be able to say I'm a small part of it in a little corner, you know. So, okay. I'm just gonna jump through the thing. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So, one of the things I'd want to show you is my phone. So, I've tapped on this before, but not with my new microphone. So it's a Samsung Galaxy S3. I love this phone. It's got great battery life. It lasts the whole day. Even if I accidentally leave Wi-Fi or Bluetooth on, it's pretty good. So the battery life is great. It's obviously not as thin as most of the newer phones that are coming out now. Like the HTC One, my boyfriend has that, and it's super sleek. That one's kind of heavy too. It's very thin, but very high quality materials it was made out of. So yes, I am obsessed. So that is my custom cell phone case. That image is actually above my TV on a canvas print too. So yeah. So this phone, I've had it for a while, but it makes really nice tapping sounds. And I've always loved phone tapping. I thought that was probably one of my favorite sounds. So I've got about 6 minutes until I gotta start getting ready for work. Ugh, Mondays. I'm not sure which is worse, Monday or Tuesday. Because at least sometimes Monday you have like a little bit of motivation. You're like, oh, well, it's the start of the week, you know. But then Tuesday you're like, oh, this sucks. I forgot how much this sucks. I like my job, don't get me wrong. It's funny, I don't know what I want to do now. Because, I mean, one of my dreams was to work for Irrational. And a company that's successful with that much talent just goes to show you how volatile and unstable the gaming industry is. I mean, sometimes it's better to be a freelancer. As I was talking to my boyfriend and one of his friends who's a freelance worker, a coder, I guess. He probably did work for Irrational. We don't know his exact resume, but he did work on the Grand Theft Auto Online and fixed a lot of issues. And, you know, because he's freelance, he's not committed to any one company, and therefore, you know, I don't know what he does for benefits, but it's a lot more stable. So, not much for sticky fingers. And this is really dirty. This screen, I gotta clean it. But yeah. So you basically take you can create any object in it. You just have to make it 3D, you gotta kind of break it down into planes, into pieces, and surfaces. And you print all the parts out and then glue everything together on a 110-pound cardstock. You need 110 pounds because it needs to be able to absorb. If you're using fiberglass and resin, it needs to be able to absorb that. And if you choose a lighter cardstock type, like 60 pound, it will crumble. It won't be strong enough to absorb everything and harden like it's supposed to. So with the cardstock, you glue everything together. It's recommended. I mean, hot glue with the gun, it's very sloppy. A lot comes out. It's not precise. Glue gets everywhere. So you can use a super glue gel, like Loctite. It's like $3 at Michael's. So a super glue gel, Loctite. It's got a very fine point, so you don't need to use much. It's very hard to not get it all over your hands, though. I still have super glue gel on my nails from probably 4 weeks ago. It doesn't wash off very well. So you cover it in the fiberglass, which is very toxic, so you gotta use a respirator and the cloth. And then you cover it in Bondo, which is like putty, and you smooth everything down and sand it. But the whole process is kind of expensive and toxic, so and it would be very heavy. So I went with foam because it's cheaper. I mean, it's like $20 for a 4-pack at Home Depot, so it's it won't break the bank. I mean, the cardstock you can get with a coupon at Staples. I got it for like $12. A big 250 sheets of 110-pound cardstock. And I just thought that, I'm actually doing a Sub-Zero mask out of Pepakura, and it's got the tiniest little pieces. I mean, it was like 20-something sheets, and it was 4 sheets, but there was like 100 pieces, little itty-bitty tiny pieces. This thing alone, I think that had 40 sheets for that, 40 pages of pieces. So Pepakura is really cool. You can find, slower tapping. You can find all the Mortal Kombat masks. You can find Halo armor. You can find Fallout guns. So you can pretty much make anything out of Pepakura. You just have to, if you don't see it out there that someone already made, you kind of have to do it yourself. And the designer, you can get the viewer for free, but to actually design and modify and make edits, you have to have the designer, which I think is $30. It's $30 for the key. But a friend of mine was nice enough to give me a key. He's working on Iron Man armor, and it's so sick. This looks so much better than mine because he's been, doing it longer. He knows how to weather it and paint it right. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end the video here because I gotta start getting ready for work. It's gonna be sad because we just went through a lot of layoffs at Sony Electronics, and a lot of people are leaving next Friday. Our last day. We lost so many people, and I know most of them. My direct manager, my boss, was laid off. And that sucks because she was really cool. I'm late a lot. I'd be late to my own funeral. Never said anything. Never forced me to come in and work when it was snowing or when I felt sick. Was always cool with me working from home. Just very chill lady. I mean, half the time we didn't even talk to each other, see each other throughout the day, because we're busy and we do our own thing. Never micromanaged me. I had issues because I thought she didn't like me. She's just not warm and fuzzy, but she's still a nice lady. Very cool, and always kept her cool, never got mad or anything. So I'm really sad about that. Then my new manager is awesome. I know her already. She's another really cool lady. I just feel really bad for my boss because her husband is self-employed and they have 2 children, 2 little kids. So I don't know what they're gonna do about benefits. And she's been there like sad note. Oh, so one of the things I love, Pig's Bum, Nicole. Oh, she's got the best voice, I swear. Her and Maria, queens of ASMR, right? And I'm still finding new people every day. So I'm sure there'll be more to list. I'm gonna eventually do a video dedicated to my favorite ASMR artist for inspiring me to start doing this and for helping me stay relaxed at work every day. But she has, Nicole, she's done a few videos where she took out her glasses case, like a little plastic glasses case, and whispered and tapped on it, and the combination of those two things at the same time, I don't get tingles, but that's as close as I'll ever get when she taps on that case and whispers. It's heaven for me anyway. I wish I got tingles. I get this kind of fuzzy feeling in the center of my chest. It feels warm and tingly, but it never goes any further than that. So, anyway, I have to leave in 5 minutes, so I'm gonna skedaddle. But I just wanted to thank all you guys for tuning in. I'm so happy to have you here, hanging out with me in my videos. I really hope they're relaxing and can either help you fall asleep or whatever you use them for. If you're, just trying to stay calm, and if you're like me and you listen to them at work to stay focused, or if you're trying to fall asleep, or just find a nice zen place in the middle of our crazy lives. I hope my videos help you do that. If you're into cosplay or video games or anything, please leave comments. Let me know what you like, what you didn't like. If you have any questions about working with the foam or Pepakura or building props or armor or anything. I am somewhat of a noob still, but I have like 60 bookmarks of tutorials and forums and posts on building specific things or addressing certain problems, workarounds. So if you want to start getting into cosplay, or if you're already into it and you just need a little guidance or resources, definitely hit me up. I will share everything I know and have, because that's how we all learn, right? So I will probably do another progress update going forward once I really finish that and start working on the other pieces. I'll probably do another update on this cosplay. It's gonna take me a while. The helmet's gonna take a while because I still don't know if I'm gonna actually do that in foam or if I'm gonna try the Pepakura, which I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna take a long time though. But I do eventually want to wire it with lights, with one light at least. And I want to get a voice modulator, like when you hear them talk, or another example is stormtroopers. When you hear them talk, it's very robotic. You can, their voices are distorted because they're in a suit of armor, so I'm gonna use that too. I'm also gonna construct the minigun, which is a giant rotating, like automatic. It's amazing. I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna take a fan apart and glue it in so it rotates and spins when I press a button. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet, but with time. But I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in and being awesome. I hope you're all staying relaxed, and spring is coming. Warmer weather is on its way. So, I'm gonna redo the BioShock video, the whispered story of my fanfiction. I just have to rewrite a few parts, and I'm gonna re-record it because I had recorded it already without this new mic, and I think I should definitely use it. It'll sound really good, I think. But I hope you all have a great week, and stay relaxed, stay calm. See you soon.